Hi everyone, we're looking at October 28th, asynchronous class for Foundations C. We're going to begin with, it's an overview, we're going to begin with the land acknowledgement, and then there'll be a team builder on a Padlet with your TAs as you get to know them. And we'll do a review and we'll do Act 1, 2, and 3 activities. We want to begin with reviewing what we thought the purpose of education is that we've been working on in class. Reading your journals, I found that many people thought it was development support of critical thinking in schools. We felt that education lays the groundwork for independent thinking and work. We also found that education became a functional, productive member of society and lets us become that. It also helps us with self-expression and intersectionality, accepting yourself and knowing your own identity. Education also helps us set the foundation for a functional society. Education equips individuals with the tools to express their thoughts and extends far beyond simply acquiring knowledge. And we talked about the fact that the purpose of education was to help us to develop socially, personally, culturally, and economically according to what we read. And I kind of think of the word SPECS, S-P-E-C, to help us remember the 4 areas. So socially, we become active and compassionate citizens is what we're hoping the purpose of education will do. Personally, we hope that students will engage in the world within themselves as well as the world around them. Culturally, we hope that they understand their own culture, understand other cultures, and education promotes a sense of cultural tolerance and existence. Economically, we're hoping that we enable students to become economically responsible and dependent in an ever-changing economic landscape. And that led to the core competencies, or the 21st century competencies of collaboration, communication, etc. So we wanted to further talk about the compelling why for the Foundations course. We began now with the purpose of what is the purpose of education over the last 400 years in Canada. And we're now leading into what is the purpose of schooling, and does the purpose of schooling actually correspond with the purpose of education? How we're going to meet the expectations of the purpose of education in the purpose of schooling is we're going to be looking at the sociology of education. And that's a branch of sociology that studies how social structures affect education as well as the various outcomes of education, based on Dr. Karen L. Robinson's work. The whole goal of this course is to go through these 2 questions and then look at the final one, which is where you'll develop your philosophy of education. Philosophy of education is a philosophical reflection of the nature, aims, and problems of education. The philosophy of education is the Janus-faced, looking both inward to the parent discipline of philosophy and outward to educational practice, from Socrates till now. So as you're going through this course, you are developing on what you really believe about education and your own philosophy that you'll be able to share in an interview when you go for interviews after your year 2. We also know that what you believe about the history of education, the what, and the sociology of education, the how, leading to our philosophy of education, will control your actions. So when you're in your practicums, any actions you do are basically closely related to your beliefs. For example, if someone deeply believes in the importance of honesty, they are likely to be truthful in their interactions and choices. This alignment creates consistency in how we live our lives. So keep thinking about that as we go through the course. In activity 1 this time, you'll be looking at what you have seen in your practicum experience that embodies the purpose of education. Where have you seen the purpose of education in your practicum? So you'll have to kind of reflect on that. Activity 2, what is sociology we're going to be looking at, and how does it help us understand how we achieve the purpose of education through schooling? And activity 3 is how our participation and reflections on the 9 learning outcomes in our practicum experiential learning parallel our investigations in our course. And so you're starting to recognize that we are using our practicum experiences and our goals in our practicum experiences to help us understand the foundations of education. Thank you.